starts recording, honestly. It says it's live, but I don't trust anything. Right now we're 12 seconds in, 13, 14, 15, 16. And that was probably really annoying, and you probably closed the video just then. But today we are playing Later Daters, a game where you date. Like, okay, you've heard of dating as a dad. Have you heard is dating as an elderly person? Because that's what we're doing today. And this game is LGBT friendly. You get to choose your appearance and or at least to some extent, you get to choose whether you look androgynous or feminine or masculine, and you can be gay. So yeah, I'm excited for this. I've never played it before. It was not that much. I don't remember how much it cost. It may have been free, but I don't think it was. I do think I bought this game on Steam. So yeah. I'm so excited. Let's just jump right in. For age is opportunity no less than youth itself, though in another dress. And as the evening twilight fades away, the sky is filled with stars invisible by day. Henry Wadsworth Longfellow.
Later daters. Later daters.
This is so cute.
La 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 la. It doesn't matter how old you get. You want a little action 'cause you're not dead yet. Later daters, you know you want it. Bring the drama, grandma. I see you over there in the dining hall. My heart skips a beat and my blood pressure falls. Call the nurse and my symptoms worsen.
Are you hearing this?
Older person. Later daters.
I love this.
Later daters.
Okay, create a new character.
Later daters. La 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 la.
Welcome to the... I'm gonna listen to the song. You've been around the block.
You still can walk along the shore. Talk to me some more. What do you say?
This song is so precious.
Sunset is a beautiful time of day. Is a beautiful time of sunset is a beautiful time of day. Later daters. Later
Okay, that is the cutest song ever. I kind of hope it doesn't play the whole time, but for a menu, that's the cutest thing ever. Okay, welcome to the Ocean View Living domicile for the elderly. Before we can get you all moved in, please fill out the following forms. Looking forward to meeting you, Esther Katz, President and Founder. Okay, next. Oh! Alright, I can look like this and be addressed as Mr. I love that. I can look feminine and be addressed as Mr. I think that is the best thing. Oh my gosh. I thought Dream Daddy was a good song, and it is. But this is wonderful. Okay, I've never had to do a last name. Who are we gonna play? I mean, let's see, Druvius. I like the clothing choices. I do kind of wish this one wasn't like a tracksuit? Maybe it's a hoodie. I really like this hairstyle though. And like the one earring, that's really cute. Oh, I recently had my 80th birthday. I recently had my 80th birthday, developed vertigo, and took a bad fall. Such a classic seniors moment. I'm fine now, but my doctor insists that it's not safe for me to live alone in the country and recommended I move to a retirement community. So here I am. Okay. We're gonna be Druvius Maxwell. Druvius typically looks feminine, although I really want to use this. Well, let's go with this one. I'm so intrigued by this profile. And yeah, mix instead of Miss and Mr. Although this might be Ms. I've never been sure about that. Anyways, next. I get a pet! You've heard of, are you a cat person? Are you a dog person? Get ready for, are you an android robot person? Oh, that's so hard to pick from. I kind of wish I could get a robot that looked like a cat or a dog, but I can always pretend. Druvius, from what I know about them, Druvius is a character that I wrote. They're part of my story. Oh my gosh, this song is killing me. I hope it's not too loud, but every time I hope something's not too loud, it's always not too loud. So Druvius would totally either be a cat person or a robot person. Let's do cat. And, or you know what the heck, let's do a robot, because we're 80. Maybe we've had cats and dogs in the past. This is our first experience where we get to have a robot companion. Why the actual heck would we not? What's a good pet name for this? I'm just gonna check real quick to make sure that my camera is at a good angle. Okay. M is good. What's your story? Select a photo on the right. I've never settled down with anyone for the long haul. Guess I was too busy pursuing the first love of my life, art. My wife Sophia died 5 years ago, just shy of our 50th anniversary. She was gutsy, independent, and gorgeous, and still riding her motorcycle to the end. My husband Wendell and I were together for 50 years. He was the only person who could criticize my art and make me laugh at the same time. I couldn't paint for months after he died. Okay, so I think painting is definitely part of our personality. My spouse Leslie died 5 years ago. They and I were together for 45 years. Leslie was a beekeeper, and every time I have honey, I remember how only patient, easygoing Leslie could. Only patient, easygoing Leslie could walk amongst thousands of bees and never get stung. That is the sweetest. I'm thinking either we never settled down or we settled down with Leslie. I'm gonna go with Leslie because that's the cutest story. Aww. Oh, I see what this is now. Alright. That's very cute. It's Druvius Maxwell, M, and Leslie. Yes. So this is it, Em. Our new home. Stares wide-eyed at the building. Beep boop. Not the whole building, just one tiny apartment inside the building. And there's no 40-acre field for you to play in. Sorry, buddy. Blinks sadly at you. I know, I miss our big house too, but you know what the doctor said. It's not good for your physical or mental health to live alone in the middle of nowhere at your age. Load of hogwash. I was pretty lonely. I kind of want to say hogwash. Hogwash, hogwash. But, I feel like this is what I'm thinking and this is what I would say. But what a load of hogwash. Yeah. Hello there, consults clipboard. You must be Druvius. Oh, Esther, okay. I'm Esther Katz, but you can call me Esty if you want to. I know some people can be more formal when they first arrive. She seems nice and friendly. I love an organized woman. I can't stand people who use clipboards. She seems nice and friendly. And I love an organized woman. I don't know. I like that I have options. This is so nice. I'm gonna go ahead and save. I know it has a save already, but okay. She seems nice and friendly. I love an organized woman. One of these two. I take forever to decide these things. I like the peppy music. The little instrumental version of the song. That's really cool. It's very chill. Just kind of want to listen to it. Okay. I know I should decide. I love an organized woman. It's nice to meet you, Esther. I'm the president and founder of Ye Olde, or Ye Olde Welcome Wagon. So welcome to the Ocean View, Oldie, welcome to the Ocean View Living Domicile for the Elderly. Why Ye Olde? I'm glad you asked. I've lived here 7 years. Can you believe it? It's longer than I expected. Oldie. Oh, it's short for Ocean View Living Domicile for the Elderly. It took me a second, Druvius. That's a terrible acronym. Oldie does make sense. More sense than Ocean View. I'm just gonna say ha. That's funny. Management thought so. They'll be thrilled to hear somebody shares their sense of humor. Is she being sarcastic? She's being sarcastic. Strike one against me. It could be worse, like Herschel, Avi, Dickstein, Eldor Sweets. Hades. That's grim. My Max is there. He likes it fine. He's very Jewish. Who's Max? Not listening to your question. I like Ye Olde. I don't need a bunch of kibitzers talking about my ex and I like we're in high school. Besides, I like to meet people from all over. That's why I started the Welcome Wagon. Max is your ex-husband? For 47 years, until he traded me for a younger model, and you know how that worked out. I do? I said, Maxie, I love you, I'll always love you, but you had your turn. I'm going to Ye Olde, and you can go to Hades. And we'll see each other when God is ready for us to be together. Until then, I'm gonna have my fun, if you know what I mean. Do I know what you mean? You mean like playing bridge? That's exactly what I would say. I like fun. Count me in. Oh, I know what you mean. Wink. You mean like playing bridge? Yes, lots of fun to be had at Ye Olde. Bustles out of a taxi cab carrying a suitcase. Hi, I'm Crystal. Sorry I'm late. What'd I miss? Why is she so cheery? Her smile could light up a stadium. Tardy people are the worst. I'm gonna say Druvius has a positive outlook. You haven't missed a thing. We're just getting acquainted. I'm Esther Katz, president and founder of Ye Olde Welcome Wagon. A welcome wagon? What a great idea. It really is. So you are, consults clipboard, Miss Crystal Meyer. She treks off Crystal's name. And this is, points to you, Druvius Maxwell. What is a mix? I don't use... This is such a good way of explaining it to someone who maybe picked it out of curiosity. But, yeah. I don't use male or female pronoun titles. Makes this what people who are non-binary can use instead if they want. Okay. Okay. Looks like we should update the new resident forms. I'll bring that up at the board meeting next week. Esther makes a note on her clipboard. Esther, okay. I definitely wouldn't date Esther if that was... Okay, I say this now. If she's a dating option, I don't think I'm gonna go for her, because I think she's a bit much. And you know what? I'd take back the clipboard thing. The clipboard thing is a little bit annoying. But kudos to her for, just being like, oh, okay, I'll bring that up at the next board meeting. Like, that's chill. I hope you mind that form didn't include that in the first place. But it did. I checked the box. Well, that means somebody updated our intake form and never told me. Esther's mad. As president and founder of the Welcome Wagon, I should certainly be informed of any changes to the process. Wouldn't you agree? Probably. I'm just happy to see an intake form with a place for me, whoever did it. I think it's swell. Well, I am glad then. I still wish I had been informed, but a mitzvah is a mitzvah. Hi, Druvius. It's nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. And who's this little cutie? Nice to meet you. Holds out tiny robot hand and it extends up to Crystal like a go-go gadget arm. That's my roommate, Em. Aww. So now that you're all here, let's get you settled into your new home. All aboard the Welcome Wagon. She's a little too cheery for my taste, but it's still sweet. Sure. Follow me. I don't want to get off on the wrong... Oh, that was a cute little riff there. I don't want to get off on the wrong foot with anybody, really. The oldie, retirement community welcomes anyone over 65 regardless of race, religion, gender, or sexuality. As my grandchildren like to say, we are practicing inclusivity. That's great. Inclusivity is why I picked the oldie. I want to be free to be myself. No judgment or jerks allowed. I used to have 40 acres of property that kept my home nice and jerk-proof. It's good you two see eye to eye because you're next door neighbors. Wow, those doors are really close together. Oh, that's nice. Hey, neighbor. Hands you each a set of keys. I like that little sound effect. And I'm loving this art style. This is beautiful. It's like simplistic, but it gets the point across. And the characters are a little more detailed. It's nice. And everything's very angular or circular. I know that sounds like how any shape works. But I'm sure the people who made this game are totally watching this and appreciate my things. Okay. Druvius, the movers put all your belongings in your new apartment. But Crystal, no moving van has arrived yet for you. That's because there's not one coming. I downsized. Oy vey, to one suitcase. That's nuts. This is a retirement, yes, not a backpacker hotel. You're a minimalist. I'm impressed, yeah. I'm not really a minimalist. At least I never used to be. But I wanted a fresh start, so I sold all my things and voila. Here I am. I envy you. You didn't get rid of anything, and to be honest, I'm scared of what I'm going to find when I open my door. If you need help unpacking, let me know. Wait, Crystal, you sold everything? What about your keepsakes? I have a few things in storage, and I gave some heirlooms to my daughter, but otherwise, all gone. Is there something else going on? Do you need me to show you where our counselor's office is? When Josh went through his second divorce, I found Nelson very helpful. Plasters on a strained smile. No, everything's fantastic. Oh, look at the time! I'd love to stay and chat, but I'd love to stay and chat, but I need to measure my apartment and get an IKEA order in. Well, I certainly found that a bit strange, don't you agree? Do I? Is arriving with one suitcase strange? No, downsizing is pretty confident. Yes, Crystal is definitely hiding something. I think it is strange, but only because she was being weird about it. But I do think downsizing is pretty common, so I'm gonna cover for her. I wish I'd sold more stuff. Crystal may have gone a bit overboard, but that doesn't mean something's wrong. I beg to differ. The last time someone arrived at Ye Olde with just one suitcase, he turned out to be an unsavory criminal. Wow, really? What happened? He started the poker club. His name's Blair. I'd steer clear of him if I was you. Thanks for the heads up. I love playing poker. Way to get on Esther's bad side. I'd steer clear of him if I were you. Oh, thanks for the advice. I love playing poker. But Crystal doesn't seem like a criminal. I don't know. Criminals come in all forms. I'm gonna say I love playing poker because it's really funny. Well, don't say I didn't warn you. Still, I think you should keep an eye on Crystal to make sure she's alright. I mean, I'll keep an eye on her. I'm not spying. That would be very neighborly of you, Druvius. And if you need anything, I'm just down the hall in apartment 101. Also, there's a big red button in your apartment. Hit it in case of a medical emergency. By the way, how is your vertigo? I kind of want to say it's none of your business. It doesn't do any good to keep your ailments to yourself. I'll just have to tell Crystal to keep an ear open for the sound of your body hitting the floor. Welcome to Ye Olde. Ye Olde, which is either a really friendly community where everyone looks out for each other, or a building of busybodies sticking their noses in everyone's business. But at least now I have people to check in and make sure I'm not dead. The doc will be so thrilled. Well, ready to see our apartment? Hooray! That's the spirit. So, if you were wondering if a house full of stuff would fit in a one-bedroom apartment, the answer is no, because I can't see the floor for the boxes. Perks up and jumps onto the nearest box. Right, you think boxes are fun? Beep boop. Jumps onto another box. At least one of us likes the new digs. The entire apartment is the size of my old bedroom. Oh, man. You hear the phone ring. The sound is coming through the wall from Crystal's apartment. Hello? A teeny apartment with walls as thin as paper. Though the upside is if I take another fall, Crystal will hear it. I can't talk to you. No, I won't do that. Just leave me alone. You'll make it worse. I have to go. No, don't come here. A troubling phone call. This is probably the kind of thing Esther wants me to tell her about. I shouldn't jump to conclusions like Esther. A knock on the door makes you jump. A visitor already? I hope they're bringing welcome food. Opens compartment and belly and pulls out a fork and knife. Em is so cute. I'm glad I chose Em. Thanks, Em. Especially since I have no idea what box the kitchen stuff is in. You open the door and Crystal bustles in. Crystal? I'm here to help you unpack. You know what? Thanks. I could use the help. Wow, you really do have a lot of boxes. Yeah, it's a bit overwhelming. It's a good thing I came over, right, Em? Puts utensils back into compartments and pulls out a box cutter instead. Hands it to Crystal. I'll take that as a yes. Takes box cutter from Em. Opens the nearest box and pulls out a landscape painting of an old farmhouse. Ooh, you're an art aficionado. Actually, I'm the artist. Really? That's amazing. Oh my gosh, the bottom corner. That's M chasing a butterfly. Was this your house? Yes, I miss it so much. I inherited it from my grandparents. It was the first home I ever had enough rooms for a dedicated space with my artist studio. Sounds lovely. It was. Em loved it too. Their favorite pastime was chasing butterflies in the garden and rewiring the old knob and tube throughout the house. Handy little guy. Very. Was it just you and Em in that big old house? How much should I share? Do I tell her about Leslie? Sure. I think in my life, Leslie is someone I don't keep private necessarily, like, because I think they would have been okay with me keeping their spirit alive through talking about how, like, great they were and stuff. No, not just me and the robot. My partner Leslie lived there too. It was a bit of an adjustment for them moving from the city to the country. But the upside was they finally got to live their dream of becoming a beekeeper. Leslie always said the buzz coming from the field behind our house was the most soothing sound in the world. Wasn't Leslie worried the bees would sting? Never. Leslie just had a way with Earth's creatures. They probably could have tamed scorpions if they put their mind to it. Scorpion trainer? Now that would have been a terrifying job. I agree. Not as terrifying as explaining gender-neutral pronouns to our new neighbors. I can imagine. I lived most of my life in a small town, too. Sounds like you and Leslie had a wonderful life in that beautiful old house. We did. We really did. But Leslie passed away 5 years ago, and since then it's just been... Sorry, my camera is probably just wiggling all over the place. Since then it's just been me and Em. Is that why you moved to Yolde? Not to pry, but I'm a widow too. I couldn't bear being in my old house all alone. I don't want to talk about my medical scare. Yes, me too. So, what's your story? I'll tell you at some point, but not right now. I need a little time. Sure, okay. Though if Esther has her way, we'll find out if Crystal's story soon enough. That's very true. Esther's a little too nosy. Okay, I'm going to put this on my lap like this and hope that that's a little better. Okay. I can see the floor. It looks just like mine. They could have called the space generic geriatric apartments. But GGA is an awful acronym. Sounds like someone choking. Gah! Or M in vacuum mode when they suck up a tissue and it gets stuck in their air filter. Cuts you a side eye as if to say, "Stop laughing at me." Pulls out phone, silences it, and stuffs it back in her pocket. Hey, you want to get coffee? Esther said there's always coffee and tea service in the dining hall. Tea service? How fancy. Whew, hello there. Sorry, it shouldn't say that about old people, but I'm an old person in this game, so, like, it's fine, right? Strides into apartment, sees you and jumps, startled. Who are you? I'm Druvius. Who are you? What did you do with all my things? The place was empty when I moved in. But this is my apartment. Ah, dang it, he's taken. Haroon, there you are. Stay back, Selma. These strangers could be dangerous. Slowly sets the box cutter on a chair. We're not dangerous, honest. Shoots you and Crystal a pleading smile. Haroon, these are the cleaners. They'll be finished soon. Playing around. Yeah, let's play along. Right, we're just cleaning. Oh, okay. Smiles gratefully at you. Let's leave them to their work and go for a stroll. Links his arm through hers. I'm always up for a stroll with my beautiful wife. What was that all about? I'm not sure, but I don't think Haroon is well. I hope they'll be okay. She's really pretty too. Honestly, I would have gone to either of them, but I doubt polyamory is a thing in this game. Oh, please don't mention this to any of the staff, Esther. Especially Esther. I probably read some of that wrong. They get overly concerned and we're fine. Suddenly dashes out the open door. No! Oh no, I'm sorry. It's okay. Won't get far. Crystal runs down the hall after your robot. Wait, slow down or you'll spook him. You chase Crystal around the bend and see sits in front of the door looking calm. That's a good robot. Don't move. Thanks, Crystal, but... Can you walk as escape? I'll slowly reach for M. Cocks head at music drifting out a slightly ajar door.
Love is strange, but so am I. Hold your hand, feel like I can fly.
Okay, now who is this stranger? I love this song. Scampers through the door towards music. A robot on the move. To the groove! I had no idea M was a classic rock fan. Follow M and Crystal inside and carefully shut the door behind you. Sits behind the man singing and playing the piano.
Come on, baby, hold me captive. Give me a love that's radioactive.
All right, Jax.
The speed of light. I wanna be with you tonight. You build me up, you break me right. Baby, you're my kryptonite. Super love. Super love. Super love.
Encore! I've got this room for the next hour. Oh my gosh. If you're looking for Blair, his poker game starts after I leave, not a second earlier. You're Jax Argo. I'm a huge fan. Squeals like a fangirl. I don't want to be a fangirl, but I don't want to be it's not you. Because it clearly says Jax. But it is Jax Argo. I can tell by the way he does that thing. No one else's hair on Earth can do that. But Jax Argo is rich. Rich people are retired to private tropical islands, not low-rise apartments. Rock stars can live wherever we damn well please. That's right, and Jax Argo is here with us. That's me, rock star of the people. Oh, that's cool. I'm a huge fan. This is a dream come true. Can I have your autograph? I can't resist adoring fans. Oh my gosh, I'm Crystal and this is Druvius. We just moved in today. You beam at Jax. I saw you perform in 83, 86, and 91. But I can't remember much. I was too high. You and me both, probably. Oh no, I don't have a pen or paper for you to autograph. I live in apartment 107. Come by and get an autograph anytime. That's so nice of you. We're right around the corner. I'm in 108 and Druvius is in 109. Jax can come to my room anytime. Ooh, slow your roll there, Druvius. I mean, I would have said show just because of the looks, but Rock stars probably get that a little too much. My apartment isn't ready for visitors. I just want to see what happens. Oh, hello, Crystal and Druvius. I see you've met Jax. I hope they're not bothering you. The broken back door lock is on agenda for the next board meeting, but I'm afraid I can't do much before then. It's cool, Esther. So, did any of you see Selema this afternoon? She was booked after me to get her nails done at the salon, and she never arrived. Missy ended up giving her slot to Edna. Selma with a grown-out manicure. I am shocked. This is from Mr. I don't shave for a week because I'm a bad boy rock musician. Touché. But no, Selma hasn't been in here. Looks as if to say, what do we tell her? No, we haven't seen her. We were just looking for my robot, M. M ran away? That's not fun on your first day here. No, it's not, but we found M here. Spies open door behind Esther and makes a run for it. Not again! As you can see, open doors are M's weakness. I'll tell the other residents to be lookout for a runaway robot. Calling over your shoulder as you'd run out. I'd appreciate that. Look, M is heading back to your apartment. Good eyes, Crystal. We've almost got him. Heh, almost got M. Heh. Streaks past your door to the other end of the hall. Don't worry, it's a dead end. Not missing a step, Crystal pulls out her cell, hits ignore, and repockets the phone. Do you need to take that call? It's just a telemarketer. Reaches the end of the hallway, spins in a circle, and stops to face the glass door. Pushes the door and it opens. Seriously? M can open doors now? Slips through the open door. I hope that door doesn't lead outside. I'm beginning to feel like Alice in Wonderland. Popping through doors, you close the door firmly and appearing in strange rooms. You move a dangling palm frond out of your face. A greenhouse isn't strange, it's one of Yieldy's many amenities. You sound like Esther. You actually read the pamphlet? Of course. I wanted to make sure I picked the best community. You really are excited about moving here. Sure, aren't you excited? Maybe I'll be excited once I find my robot. You spot M on a wicker chair in the corner. M, you tricky little escape artist. Yawns, presses energy save button, M's lights dim. Finally tired himself out. Namaste. Startled, you jump and turn to see. Gracefully rises from yoga mat and despite the walking cast on her foot. Hi, I'm Mariana. Wow, Mariana is gorgeous. Hi, I'm Crystal. And I'm Druvius. We just moved in. She has a bye bracelet. Bye. Are you two a couple? What? No. That sounds too defensive. Nope, we just met today. We're neighbors. Apartments 108 and 109. Of course, those were the 2 units available this month. Everyone is really going to miss Fran and Edwin, but we all have to go when it's our time. Oh gosh, I'm sleeping where someone just died? Fran is better off in the assisted living wing of the building, and Edwin moved to the Hades Suites to be with his girlfriend. Oh, nobody died. Oh, someone died in your apartment, just not Fran or Edwin. I'm sorry, I keep slipping into my Jessica Rochester voice. Oh, someone has died in your apartment, just not Fran or Edwin. So, friendly ghost or unfriendly? I suppose that's how you treat them. Them? There are multiple ghosts in my apartment? I have no idea. I just didn't want to assume the ghost's gender identity. Come on, you gloomy gusses. No more talking about death. You know, I looked into living at Hades, but they didn't have such a big, beautiful greenhouse. I know, isn't it heavenly? My favorites are the daisies. Reminds me of making daisy chains with my husband during the summer of love. And the cactus, just like the ones I saw on a trip to Mexico with my late wife. You were married to a man and a woman? Not at the same time, winks, but yes. Sounds like you were lucky in love. That's a great way to look at it. And I agree. I was lucky to be married twice. Some people don't ever find love. Maybe I should ask Mariana about love the second time around. So how did you find love twice? Any advice for someone who might be looking? My advice is to keep an open mind and go at your own pace. My own pace? My current pace is 0. Which isn't even a pace. It's the opposite of a pace. It's a rut. You're spinning wheels in a rut. I love word games. That was cute. Me too, but Druvius, you moved in here, so that's movement of some kind. Maybe it being at ye olde will get you out of your rut. Were you in a long-term relationship recently? This is getting personal. To share or not to share? Yes, Leslie passed away 5 years ago. She nods understandingly. My wife Kim passed away last year. I lost my... She pauses, unsure about sharing. I lost my love last year too. Cancer. Fights back tears. I'm so sorry. Deep breath. Well, death is a part of old age. Doesn't make it any easier, and that's what I mean by going at your own pace. Losing a spouse is hard. Sometimes we rush into new relationships before we've dealt with our grief. And dealing with grief doesn't mean it goes away completely. I'm learning to accept that part of me will always be grieving Kim, but I still want to make room in my heart for other people. And if you're ready to do that too, I've been thinking of organizing a singles mixer. Cool, but what's the queer dating scene like here? Alive and well, and growing every year. Really? Yep, at our age, people often open up to trying things they haven't before. So, people get more queer in their later years? Exactly. It broadens the dating pool. I never thought about it like that, but I mean, that makes sense. Ah, man. I already love this game. I'm already in love with this game. I am dating this game? No, how long have I been recording? 43 minutes? I shouldn't go too much farther before starting another episode. But I'm loving this game already. Like, it's already subverting things you would think about old people. Like, you know, they always carry around all of their belongings with them and can never let go of the past, and have had one partner their whole life, or have had a partner, you know, or just aren't queer. So, like, I know Mariana is bi because of that bracelet, and because she said that she had a wife and a husband at different times. But yeah, but also they're talking about how, like, people are more open to being queer when they get older. That makes sense, you know? I think a lot of the times we think, oh, okay, old people are always stuck in their ways, and, pardon me, they're always stuck in their ways, and, you know, they're very conservative and rigid and closed-minded, but it makes sense that as you get older, sometimes that's not what happens. Sometimes you open yourself up to new possibilities because you're like, hey, as I get closer to the end of my life, I realize that, you know, if, you know, maybe I should date someone of the same gender, or someone who is non-binary, you know? Or maybe I can date multiple people at once and have multiple loves in my life. And I think that's beautiful. I think that's beautiful. I never really thought about how elderly people might be more open to some things. I've not never thought about it, but it's not something you think about all the time. That's great. It really is. She smiles her dazzling smile at you. Wonder if Mariana is into dating me. Like, I mean, fingers crossed. She's probably way out of my league. I don't know. Okay, thanks. Guess I'll get out there and meet people. That was M's plan all along. Of course, because M is very concerned about my love life. Oh, look. Mint and chamomile. Now I'm craving tea. I also grow rose hips, passion flower, and lemon balm for my homemade tea. Come over any time for a cup or two. I'm in apartment 106. I hope I don't have to remember this. What a generous invitation. Thank you. Whoa, is that plant... Whoa, is that plant... marijuana? Oh yes, that would make a good tea too, but it's not mine. I already love this man. Look at the way he's dressed. Look at his bird. Look at the fact that he has weed. That's so great. It's just we're subverting all the tropes. I love it. Oh, hi, Albert. Meet our new neighbors, Druvius and Crystal. Pleasure to meet you both. Motions to the bird on his shoulder. And this is Gabby. Gabby, you're so snazzy. Polite and handsome. I like Albert already. That's a big parrot. Actually, she's a cockatoo. She's very pretty. Pretty birdie. Druvius, have you found your robot? Esther told us to keep an eye out for them. Oh yes, M is taking a nap right there. Motion to the wicker chair where M sleeps. Beep boop. Do the robot. Wakes up startled and sees Gabby looking down at them. Freaks out and jumps over the marijuana plant and through an open window. No, M's up the escape game to include windows. Points to the door that leads outside. Go that way. You should be able to catch them in the courtyard. I like that M is the plot device for us meeting everybody. That's really cute. Bounds right into the path of a man walking while shuffling a deck of cards. Yep, that's Blair, all right. I think I will steer clear of dating him, but I don't know his personality yet, but oh my. That's look. He actually looks like my grandfather. Very different fashion choices, but overall, they look very similar if my grandfather had, like, long hair in the back. Oh my word. And, oh my gosh, was a completely different person. That's so funny. I hope my sibling looks at this because this looks like our grandfather. Look out, robot! Does not look out and collides with Blair's feet. Jumps back and drops cards. Oh shit. Mess detected. Initiating cleanup. Zoop! A pointy garbage picker tool extends from his arm. Don't stab the cards! Gentle setting, M. The pointy tool retracts and out comes a grabby tool. Sorry, M is excitable. Scrambles to pick up the cards. This is my lucky deck. If I lose these cards, I'm in for a downsizing. Helps pick up cards. Oh, are you Blair, the guy who runs the poker games? The one and only. You two looking to buy in? Yes, I'm a shark. Nah, gambling isn't my thing. What's the buy-in? Depends on the game. Sometimes we roll high, sometimes low. I like to shake it up and keep things interesting. So you play for money? Not always. Sometimes we play for DVDs, or cupcakes, or knit scarves. Grabs a card and squashes it. Quickly takes the card from M and try to flatten it back into shape. Anything of value can go in the pot. You had me at cupcakes. I've never gambled with baked goodies, but it just so happens that I'm an excellent baker. Sweet. So this is I ship these two. So this is Blair. Not as bad as Esther made him sound. I can't help being attracted to trouble. He's not as bad as Esther made him sound. Uses grabby tool to snatch a bunch of cards, but then squashes cards and tool over and over. Crunch, squash, rip. Quit it, you talking shopping cart. We're cleaning up, not wrecking stuff. Drops ruined cards in nearby trash can. Mess eradicated. Area clean. This is why I don't trust robots. Well, there goes my winning streak. You, what's your name? Druvius? You'll have to make this up to me, Druvius. No, I don't. It was a silly accident. I'll just buy you a new deck of cards. That's not the same. Sure thing. Just tell me how. I'll think of something and get back to you. But I'll promise it'll be fun. Man of mystery. I like him. Dining room is all yours. Dining rooms. I gotta find a different voice. There's so many people in this game. I feel like Jack should have like a raspy voice, but I don't want to do that to my voice too much. Dining room is all yours, Blair. Oh, good, you found them. I think I've met all the characters now. Oh, there's the cutie, safe and sound. Warning light flash. Alert, squirrel. Whirls away, hot on the trail of the squirrel. Damn it, I have to turn off that setting. Runs around the corner of the building. You chase after them. M! You run around the building, scanning the front grounds for your robot. M! Who's M? You turn to see Harun and Selema. They're my robot. We haven't seen a robot out here. I don't know. I'm trying to... It's hard to go back and forth from all these voices. We haven't seen a robot out here. But they couldn't have gotten far. You turn to see the other residents have caught up to you. It's almost like this is my dating pool. Little scamp, minus Jax. Where's Jax? Little scamp's battery will conk out eventually, right? In the distance, beep boop. Over there. You turn to see. You turn towards M's beep boop, but trip and fall down. Ow! Oh no. Is it your vertigo? Nope, just plain old klutziness. You try and get up, but your ankle gives out and you fall back down. It's probably just a sprain, but we should get you to the nurse. Helps you up. Thank you, Albert. Supports your other side, but we'll keep looking for them. Oh, okay, thanks. And with Albert and Esther's help, you limp inside. So much for my doctor's advice. He said a retirement community would be better for my mental and physical health. Yeah, right. It's only my first day and I'm in a wheelchair. Ooh, mysterious figure? Or just we're not gonna have a nurse be a character, because that's fine. It's just a sprained ankle, but you should stay off your feet and rest for the rest of the afternoon. And use the wheelchair footrest to keep your ankle elevated. We'll make sure Druvius does that. Thanks, Patricia. Foot up? Good, here we go. Pushes your wheelchair out of the infirmary. I'm in a wheelchair and M is missing. What a terrible day. Well, would you look at that? What? Oh. Oh, this is so sweet. I already love all of these people. Can I just date all of them? Blair dangles some cards taped to a string like a toy and calls out, "Hey, little robot, wanna rip up more cards? Come and get 'em." Hands a cushion to Selma and Harun. M really likes these cushions. Spread them out and see if they'll come lie down on one. Selma and Harun place cushions around the courtyard. M loves your singing, Jax. Maybe they'll come to the sound of your beautiful voice. Okay, worth a shot. Oh, M, come back home. Wow, they're all trying to coax Em back here. That's sweet. Beep boop. Rolls up to Jax, bopping to the song. Then scoots over to Blair and gleefully rips up the cards. Finally spins over to the cushion and collapses onto it. Em, you came back. Beep boop. Races over to you and jumps in your lap in the wheelchair. Wow, thanks everyone. Glad we could help. No problem, but you still owe me one for the card. For the cards, winks. No more lucky deck, eh, Blair? Finally, someone else will have a chance to win at poker. As I said, Druvius, ye olde is a chance at community. We're all here for you. Maybe communal living isn't so bad. Okay, I've elevated and iced my ankle all afternoon. Let's see how it feels now. Beep boop! Don't worry, I'll use the cane like Mariana, the cane Mariana lent me. You pick up the cane and take a couple of gentle steps. Doable, but I feel so old using a cane. Now who could that be? You hobble up to the door and open it. You know, I think this is a good place to save. Oh, it just saved. Let's go back. And we're going to end the stream right there. My name's Shepard, and I'll be seeing ya.